Some kind of fucking intro there. Welcome back to the podcast. And
Okay.
We have these guys
I'll do it again.
on, and we're gonna talk
All
about
right.
a party. Like,
No, I got this.
Welcome back to the 0% Podcast. This week, we have the two famous, wonderful boys
Micro-famous.
at Fartmouth Podcast. Micro-famous, micro-penis boys at Fartmouth Podcast, where we're going to talk about the party that we went to last week. It was kind of insane.
Ethan
and
Critis.
their names are.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Jake.
So we have two Jakes. Double the pain this episode.
And we have Ethan
Jake, you're
Klein
terrible
on
at introducing
Xanax.
I didn't have to... You didn't have to fucking jump in and say, and their names are. They knew when to jump in, faggot.
But they didn't.
Ethan criticized your first
Jake.
intro like a guy who's never been invited to a party before.
What? Okay, well, I wasn't invited to that specific party.
You
But I
get
have
duct
been
taped to
invited
the
to parties.
wall at a party.
No.
I bet you he has, honestly.
I'm not the guy who stands at the party in the corner and thinks to myself, they don't know I play Destiny.
What state do you
So-
live in?
Texas.
Oh, okay. Which one are you? You don't look like a bull. Which one are you?
Oh. A bull.
I played that joke on Jake when he first heard they got steers and queers and you don't look like a bull. What are
Oh.
you? Which one are you?
Can you be both?
Why not?
They have too much testosterone. There's no gay bulls. There's gay dogs.
There could be gay bulls.
There's
You
not.
put them in like a zoo.
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a
Do
bull butt fucking
zoos
another
make
bull.
people gay? People and
Yeah, they do
animals?
actually. That's how gay monkeys happen because they're in zoos.
Look at those faggy fucking penguins just sucking each other's cloaca. Quit peeking my
What would be the
cloaca.
funniest?
That's all
Dude,
lesbian.
you see a fucking giraffe sucking off another giraffe.
Dude, how hard would it be to suck off another giraffe? You'd have to
Not
do
hard
it,
at all.
You'd have to do it from
Well,
behind.
it
Their
would be
necks are
very easy.
so long.
They do it from the front, like they just go under.
How would a giraffe
Put their neck
69
under.
another
They could
giraffe?
do 69 standing up. I mean,
Yeah, they probably could. Then it'd just be like an 8,
Yeah.
you know?
Infinity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
the infinity
sideways.
symbol, yeah. Looking at it like with a drone from over top, you know?
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing.
I'd fuck a giraffe.
well, let's not jump straight into the main course right off the bat. Gake.
What
I'm
we
gonna
do.
refer to Gake as Gake, so I can refer to as other Jake as Jake.
That's
So the
clever.
real- the
That's
real
clever.
Jake
You're
is
calling
gay.
him gay as well as saying his name. That's
Yeah, I
clever.
get it. Yeah.
I've
yeah.
been calling him
Yeah.
that for like years now. I just casually just call him Gake.
Yeah,
So-
I'm used to it.
Anyone,
I call myself
anybody
Dildo
listening,
Master.
you can just call him that from now
I
on.
think you should stop casually calling him that and start aggressively calling him that.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do that as
I
well.
want some deep gutturals on this one.
Geek.
That'll wake him up.
Oh, rhymes.
Do we hate anything right now?
It's usually me that makes fun of you for doing puns.
Yeah,
Dude, I fucking hate scam callers
Bruh.
because, dude, yesterday was so fucking stupid and stressful for me, dude. So, you came over to my apartment and, had a birthday party. Yesterday was Ethan's birthday.
Congratulations on
But
surviving another year in a
Yeah.
post-COVID world.
yeah.
So-
Congratulations on not ending your fucking life.
How old did you turn?
23.
Oh, God.
23.
You got like 5 more
now.
years before it's completely downhill.
Yeah.
I thought that was like 5 years ago, actually. But
Yeah. So yesterday was Ethan's birthday. He came to my apartment with some other friends, and me and my girlfriend went to pick up pizza for the party. And when she tried to pay for it, her fucking card didn't work, and it just didn't accept her payment. And she was like, "What the fuck?" So she stopped, checked her bank account, and had $7 in her bank account. And the reason for that is because she has a joint bank account with her grandmother that she got when she was like 16, when she got her first job, that her grandmother just put her into. And so yesterday, Granny got a fucking call from a scam caller in India, in fucking
Bruh.
Bangladesh. Fucking, he wanted her to send him 1 million kebabs, but She fell for the oldest fucking trick in the book, dude. Granny fell for the, oh, I accidentally put $10,000 in your account. Now go buy gift cards and send me the codes for them.
What the fuck?
So
why does she share an account with an old lady? That doesn't make any sense.
it was just the account that she
Women
had always
are
had.
stupid.
Yeah.
What?
Especially old women.
Yeah, greatest generation,
Dude,
my
she-
ass.
Yeah.
We already know you
Most
can't trust
fucking
old people.
retarded.
It's not on Granny. It's on your girlfriend for trusting a fucking old woman.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
she was black,
she
it'd
was
be
trying
3
to
strikes
be-
and you're out of here.
She was my girl was trying to be nice, dude, because she tried to separate their bank accounts, but if she were to
She
do
didn't
that,
try
then
hard
it would-
enough.
No, shut the fuck
She
up,
got the account when
retard.
she was 16,
She didn't
but
try
she
hard
still
enough.
has it at like what? It's like 10
She
years
tried to-
later. 10
She
years
tried to
later,
do it
she still
last
has
year.
Still
But
banking
if
with
she-
Granny down at the fucking
That's crazy.
the local credit union.
She tried separating the account last year, and when she went to do it, they said that she was the primary account holder, which makes no sense because it was originally her grandmother's account, and said that if they separate, then her grandmother's account will just be closed. And she didn't want to close her grandma's account, so they wanted to like get it figured out first, like instead of just doing it right away, and then never got back around to it. So
Because
that's the fucking issue there.
her grandma would have had to go down to the bank and
Mhm.
open another account, and she didn't want to lug that fucking decrepit old slut
Yeah.
in the back of her fucking Mini Cooper
Yeah.
down to the fucking local branch, dude.
Jeez.
Get her a chime card. Grow up.
Yeah.
See, I don't understand how this type of stuff happens. I mean, it's literally a bank account. It's like a pretty important thing to get sorted out, and you're just like, we'll do it later, and you just forget.
Who the fuck
It's
trusts Indian people anyway?
Yeah.
I
I wanted to
know,
get back to that.
Like,
And
she's
dude, the
old and in
stupidest-
Texas. She should have a latent distrust for all people that don't speak clear English.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
How did she?
She's
how
from
did
the
she
fucking
get through?
Goonies out here too.
She can't even understand. How does she understand the word gift card through the fucking Bangladeshi speak?
Probably thought it was like her granddaughter or some shit. She's like, oh, it's you again. My great grandnephew.
It's her new
to hear from him."
boyfriend.
He's like, yes, it's my birthday. I need gift cards. Like, oh, okay. How much you need? 4
Dude.
million. 4 million's good.
So
Oh, okay.
the worst fucking part about this is that her granny took money out of my girlfriend's account without asking her first. Like, she made the transfer. And since she fucking did it through gift cards and just gave them away and never even gave up their bank account information, they can't refund the money.
There's
Right.
nothing they can do.
Right.
There's nothing they can do.
That's why this game exists as it does.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
at the point where I just like cut my grandmother off and never speak to her again.
Yeah.
She was already like on the verge of doing that, so this is pretty fucking bad.
Despite their subhuman stench, those engines are pretty clever. They can clack a keyboard or two.
She's probably given so much money to so many charities that just sent one fucking letter. My grandma did that shit, dude.
She's been tithing to a televangelist for years.
Yeah.
She's been giving money to fucking, what's that guy down in, that's in your neck of the woods, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's that fucking skinny piece of shit that was like, there's a flood, lock the doors.
Oh no, that's Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen.
That's fucking Louisiana,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Oh. Who's the one in
I mean, we
Texas?
do have that
the one with the
fucking
creepy eyes?
Greg
Maybe you
Abbott.
were kind of-
We have
Ken-
fucking Greg
Ken-
Abbott, who's a piece of shit.
Fuck, you guys have seen that video where he has the creepy eyes and he's like,
Oh yeah.
there's
yeah.
demons in the tube.
Yeah.
Talking about flying commercial.
Yeah.
He's
You
like,
talking
"I will
about
not
Alex
fly."
Jones? He's in Austin.
Close enough.
Sounds like Alex Jones.
No, it's this fucking Ken guy. He's a televangelist. He has
Yeah.
demon eyes, dude. He fucking
Ken Guy. Let's look up Ken Guy televangelist
Yeah.
and see what we find.
or just remove the guy, maybe. Speak Google. Jesus Christ.
Ken, Texas.
Televangelist.
Texas.
Yeah, I don't understand. I want to hear that conversation. I hope it's recorded. That's got to be hilarious.
I have a strong dislike for old people.
Is it Oh, Kenneth Copeland.
Kenneth Copeland,
That's it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
this clip of him talking to a reporter
Yeah.
at the fucking private airfield,
Mm.
and she says something to him, and he gets fucking super pissed. And he's like, I never said those words. Like, he gets fucking demonic as shit. You can see
literally
the
gets
fucking
possessed.
demon blood inside of his eyeballs.
Right.
Isn't he like super Christian?
Yeah, all the time.
No,
his whole
he's
thing.
super rich, and he pretends to be super Christian.
Well, yeah,
to get
that's-
a fuckload of money.
That's the get up. Yeah.
Yeah. So he got possessed.
They're
That's
like, didn't you
God's
just
wrath.
buy like a $4.8 billion plane? He's like, I never said I did that.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally getting out of a fucking like fancy ass limo to hop in his private jet,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Why do you have this?" And he's like, "Cause the demons in the tubes."
Christ wants me to have this.
God blessed me with this plane.
For only $49.99 a month. I'll never have to ride with those tube demons ever again.
Christ is behind the grift. He always has.
God wanted
been.
us to ride it.
What do they call the thing that you steer a plane with?
I don't know.
I don't know.
steering wheel.
Steering wheel.
It's not a steering wheel. That ruins the joke.
plane stealing
I don't
pork.
know. Yeah.
What's the
I don't
fucking
The throttle.
Jesus take the throttle?
Jesus, take the
Jesus
throttle.
throttle me. Throttle me into oblivion, Lord.
Grab on hard and pull back quick.
Grab the
Probably
yoke. It's the
not.
fucking yoke, dude.
It's the
Jesus take the yoke.
Probably not too far off from his actual sermons.
Jesus take the yoke.
Fly me up to heaven.
I want to be where the angels sing. Take me to Michael.
I've always enjoyed heart music.
Let us drop fire from above like Sodom and Gomorrah
On all the Muslims.
on all the fags. Burn, queer, burn.
Okay, you were crazy for a second. Now you're just going too far.
Jesus. Giggling as the queer homosexuals.
That's a grease fire if I ever seen one.
You see their asses exploding from the poppers just
They
going
got,
off.
they got lots of hair products in that community.
Singes fucking, what do they call that? Frosted tips. Singes frosted tips from his skull, Lord. Take Guy Fieri with you.
I know he ain't gay, but he might as well be.
We don't
Flavor
need him.
Town is suspect.
Flavor Town's in hell. It's the capital.
Yeah, so that was a fun bit.
Do any of you boys hate anything? Do you have unrelenting hate on anybody in particular or anybody or
So
anything?
we're doing fuck you, you piece of shit.
Basically, yeah,
Jake.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
got any good
Basically.
ones?
Oh man. No. Life's good right
No?
now, dude. I don't know. I haven't gotten pissed off at anyone recently.
The past week has been absolutely stellar.
Yeah.
Good for you for being happy.
God damn. Someone else go first. I'll
Ethan
think
is full of
something.
hate.
So one of
Well,
my girlfriend's exes recently.
Ooh, I gotta go.
Listen to this fucking bullshit, okay, guys?
All
You're
right,
gonna
all right.
fucking think this is insane. I think it's insane. So her ex, they were massively abusive to one another, but more, it was a little bit more heavy on his end. But
yeah.
he was a fucking psychotic, drug addict, fucking insane person. So he gets out of fucking jail and he starts dating a different chick. And out of the fucking blue, he starts blowing up her phone, like calling her over and over and over again. And she's ignoring it because she doesn't recognize the number. So then he texts her from the number.
Oh, no.
And he's like, hey, I'm out of fucking jail. Like, I'm in recovery now. I'm doing so much better. I miss you so much. I love you so much. Yada, 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 right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm with this chick now, and she's driving me fucking crazy. He's calling and texting my girlfriend from his current girlfriend's phone to tell her
my
Wow.
God.
because
What a
she
piece of
has this
shit.
fucking guy blocked in every fashion. Like Facebook, every fashion that you can block somebody, she has this dude blocked. So he fucking snags his girlfriend's phone to fucking blow my chick up. And he's like, I'm doing so much better and blah, blah, blah. Like, you can tell that he's on drugs as he's messaging. Like, this is not,
Yeah.
this is not a non-drug fueled decision being made.
Right.
And he's like,
First of all,
I fucking love you, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, This is where I know that I'm with the fucking best chick ever, because she fucking hits him back with a, oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. I'm doing fucking great. I'm with a new guy. He's fucking awesome. He has this and that. He does jujitsu, blah, blah, blah. He's very successful. Like, she's fucking gassing me up to this dude. And he just hits her back with, oh, I'm glad you're doing okay. Wish that was me.
Wish that was me.
I bet you do, motherfucker.
What the fuck?
She sucked my dick this morning before work. Came in her mouth.
What you guys
Try.
have sex.
I was an hour late to work. You know why? Because I was coming in a mouth that you used to have. Bitch.
How do you expect to get a woman back when you're literally being toxic and abusive by telling them that
Yeah,
you're
like,
not
oh, you're
toxic and
proving your
abusive anymore?
trustworthiness.
I'm taking my girlfriend's phone. First of all, that relationship's not gonna last. And like, yo, I miss your tits. They were really nice.
Yeah, dude. Like, show just how trustworthy you can be by literally fucking stealing your girlfriend's phone to cheat on her.
Right.
Fucking
Dude, that's
retard.
fucking
Crazy.
I was talking to her last night about it, and I was telling her, obviously, I'm not worried. I'm infinitely better than that dude. First of all, I'm not on fentanyl. High five to me. Like, that's a big point in my column.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, I lost my train of thought.
You said that to her?
No, I did just now. What did I say to her, Jake?
I don't know.
You weren't here. You were fucking your girlfriend.
Yeah.
You were mid-stroke.
Yeah, I was probably.
While I was laying on the
You guys are
couch,
just
hitting her
trying
with
to
the
make
soothing
Ethan
words.
jealous, dude.
Bruh.
What the fuck did I say?
Guys, let's.
Oh, I remember. Okay, I was like,
By the way, we have lots of sex.
I said to her, I was like, I'm gonna let you know what my worst trait is, my most toxic trait, the thing that I feel like probably is the one thing that makes me a little bit of a bad person, is when I find out about people like that, I wish horrific things upon them. I was like, I hope.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you ever heard of that drug crocodile that like eats people's skin? She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I hope a homeless person fucking finds a soft spot on his skull and injects it into his brain, and his brain fucking melts with like acid and
damn.
shit. I said, I hope he gets raped to death by a robotic dinosaur with a spiked fucking cock. I hope he gets molested by a homeless man with AIDS and he fucking dies a slow, painful, horrible death.
Oh my God.
I hope he gets put under with anesthesia, but he's awake the whole time and the doctor's fucking ripping his guts out and shit, and he just fucking dies right there on the operating table.
Just surgeon simulator while they're awake.
Fuck.
We're
I
getting
have those
called by the
thoughts,
group chat.
At any minor inconvenience. So.
I hope every little fucking horror. Like, I mean, it's funny to say it, right? But I genuinely hope that shit happens to him. I fucking hope he gets hit by a car and fucking dies painfully on the middle of the street. I fucking hate his guts. I hope he fucking dies. Genuinely.
Those are the worst fucking people.
That's my worst trait. Right? Am I right?
Like
I agree.
men make ourselves look bad enough, and then there's men like that make men look way worse than most of us are.
Dude,
I
I
wish I was him.
persistent motherfuckers.
That's the
the
second
worst
worst
thing.
part.
Ethan's like,
The
I
first
wish I
part-
had fentanyl.
No, the first part is stealing his girlfriend's phone, but the second part is she's describing another guy, and he thinks like it's okay to say, "I wish that was me. I wish that was it." Like it's just pathetic at that point. That's,
Yeah.
The
he just took
queefiest
the L
thing.
at that point.
Just a queef and a half.
I'd wish I was me too, bitch. She's hot as
How
fuck.
big is his dick?
So you should have some sympathy for him.
No.
A little
Is his dick
bit.
bigger.
No.
Because you know what he's missing. You currently have what he is missing.
But he doesn't deserve her. Even if her and I weren't dating.
But you got to have a little sympathy for that feeling.
You know what? You can't spell sympathy without simp, Jake. Suck my dick.
Good one. Yeah, persistent dudes in the face of women who clearly don't want them is the most just. It's an abomination.
It's not
dude.
even that she doesn't want him. It's that he beat the shit out of her.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like, he was a fucking horrible, horrible person. Now, her most previous ex before me, I do have sympathy for, because he was a nice guy who just happened to be fucking horrifically ugly.
Oh,
And she wasn't attracted to, but was just like dating him to like kill some time or whatever. And she treated him badly.
like my ex.
What? Oh, you
Yeah.
were dating her
Yeah.
because she was warm and wet.
Yeah.
I get it.
That was the joke, yes. She was
That
pretty
was
cool, though.
Funnier when you were self-deprecating.
It's funnier when you say it with passion.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a similar problem. the chick I am dating.
Your girlfriend.
Yeah, my girlfriend.
Your
I'll say it.
girlfriend.
She
Announced live.
we work together,
All it took was
so we can't.
LSD.
Yeah, right.
All it took was 24 hours of beer and LSD.
Yeah, so we can't tell anyone that we're dating because we work very closely, and it would be it would be frowned upon.
Yeah, it's not like you just told thousands of people or anything.
Thousands.
8,000?
Don't fucking kid yourself, Jake. I mean,
Stretch.
Jake. That's what I meant to say.
They said
Jake,
it on their
friend of Jake.
show.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What are we putting this out as? Anyway. Okay, yeah. So yeah, fucking goddamn, I lost my train of thought. So this dude, he's fucking been crushing on her for a while. And he keeps, oh my God, there's even shit happened today. She went to lunch with me, and usually she'll sit in her car. The last few days, she has left boxes all over her car intentionally so that he won't eat lunch with her. So he won't
like in the
sit with
passenger
her
seat.
because I can't say anything about it. He's been eating lunch with her for weeks, and I can't say shit about. I'm just like, fine, whatever, dude. I'm fucking her. So what I'm not gonna be. I can't be mad about you sitting with her. So anyway, fucking this past week, she actually moved into a new apartment. So she just had all these boxes in her car, but she has specifically left them in there because it just worked out time-wise. She just is like putting off taking them out of the car so that he won't sit with her. And then he fucking texted her today. He messaged her, and he's like, I really miss sitting with you at lunch. You should move those boxes. She's like,
Why
dude, that's so queefy. Stop.
I'd rather sit with a box.
She clearly doesn't want to chill with you. Just fucking leave it alone.
Dude, why do I imagine that dude looking like Ed Sheeran?
If Ed Sheeran had like super long hair and he was lankier.
Does he still have the catfish eyes?
No, he's just got like autistic eyes.
They just never meet your gaze.
A little dead. Yeah, just a little dead.
He's always looking past you.
Yeah.
I think it's funny you said she usually eats in her car when the reality is that she usually fucks you in a storage unit.
No, that's only happened 3 times. So that's only been 3 lunches that's happened over the course of a month and a half.
You've only talked about it twice, though.
It happened another time.
That's the secret one.
Yeah. No, same shit. It was about the same shit as the second time. It was pretty fantastic.
Same shit, different hole.
Yeah. Well, no, same hole.
Same shit, different day.
Same exact hole.
Same hole, same unit.
Yeah, same everything.
You didn't hop in one of the refrigerated ones to
No.
make her play dead.
Yeah. Get those nips real hard. No.
You need to set up an AC in there, dude.
No, it's fine. It's been like good weather every time we've done it.
Except the one time it was 96 degrees.
Oh, yeah, but we were fine. I mean, we sweat a little bit, but it wasn't a big deal. It was actually cooler in the fucking unit because it was shaded.
Yeah.
So it was probably like 87 in the unit.
I can't even get my dick hard without air conditioning.
What? Dude, it was like an adventure.
If I'm even slightly uncomfortable, my dick will go limp.
Wow.
Do you fuck in the summer, or you just go 2 months off, 3 months, 4 months off?
No, I'm
Like school. I'll only fuck when school's in session, dog.
School's in session when I'm
Of course, Jake would say that.
we were recording music today, and one of the guys was singing, and one of the other guys was like, I know you want to sing it like major, but we need you in a minor. And I was like, Jake wants to be in a minor.
God damn.
I don't understand the reference. So
The joke is that I'm a pedophile.
yeah, but where does that come from?
I bet you Jake's
from our
favorite
show.
guitar
From
chords
years
are F, A
of-
minor.
Verbal abuse from his best
just-
friend.
It's just people refer to him as the pedophile.
They just make jokes that I'm a pedophile. Because
he
one
fucks
time
kids.
I tried to make a fucking difference between offending and non-offending pedophiles, which I will never make the mistake of doing again.
I was talking about
Tell me
how
about it.
Oh,
I was
okay.
talking about how we should execute all pedophiles, and Jake was like, "Well, wait a minute. What about the ones that don't offend?" And I was
That have
like,
never offended.
No, all of them.
That's
'Cause
all I said.
They're ticking.
If you want to fuck kids and you haven't, and you never never have.
There's a little bit of a difference
then
there.
You're a
maybe
ticking
don't
time
die.
diddler.
Maybe that person should.
You're a fucking ticking time
You're a
diddler.
ticking boy raper.
Just fucking nip it in the bud, dude.
Okay.
I
You're
love how
right.
Jake just said he's never gonna make that mistake again.
And then he just
And then I
did it.
did, yeah.
Proceeded to-
We should kill anybody who has ever thought about murder. We should kill everybody who's ever thought about rape. Just get them all out. And if you have bad thoughts, let's
No.
get you out of here.
Rape and
Those are
murder
the
aren't
good
as bad
ones.
as
No,
kitty
those are the good
fucking.
ones.
Rape
Okay,
and
that's
murder.
true.
Yeah.
Raping a child is not the same as raping an adult.
That's very true.
Yeah, that
You
is
guys
true.
agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so raping a
Yeah.
child is worse, right?
Yeah, it is worse.
Okay,
It's
then
like
shut up, Ethan.
Raping an adult, their titties feel better. They're not as stiff, you know.
Yeah, the trauma is easier to get over
So
if you're
what
in
if
your
you're a
30s.
person who what if you're a person your girlfriend's like flat chested? You have to kill him.
Then
Get a new girlfriend.
Why the fuck are you dating a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Why are you dating a mosquito bite?
Yeah, what are you doing? Just date a fucking single mom, dude. That's the cheat code,
Dude,
as I'm finding
sucking
out.
on a flat chick's nipples is like sucking on a dude's nipple.
I don't know, dude. Sometimes you get a girl with just enough of like that pouch going on. It's like a third titty. You get it sweaty enough, you can fucking motorboat that shit.
You talking about the front potato?
Yeah, dude. Bonus titty. What's good?
Oh
The
man,
fupa?
That's only a joke tit men will get.
you do like the waistline titties, dude.
I
You'll
do.
even make something that's not a titty to have waistline titty.
I just can't handle back titties. That's where I'm like, I'm drawing a line.
Yeah.
I draw. This is where the line is drawn.
I can't handle front butts.
I don't know.
A belly
dude.
button is just another hole in my eyes.
Dude, I fucking
Oh.
I lick my girlfriend's belly button. She loves it
I'm not a fan. I don't do that.
How did I know this is going to be our most sexual episode?
because that's our
How did I
fucking
know?
bag,
We do,
dude.
dog,
You're
yeah.
chilling in
Yeah.
our bag. Jake, hold it down.
Oh,
I'm about to piss my pants.
okay.
This is like my 6th beer.
Yeah,
It's
so
the sixth time I pissed my pants.
if I
today.
had to boil it down to one point, I would say that I hate with an unrelenting passion persistent dudes who are persistent in the face of women who don't like them, who have told them
Yeah.
they don't like them. That shit
Yeah.
irks me.
Been there, done that.
It's
It's
like,
something that you're
bitch.
supposed to grow out of
Yeah.
in early
Bitch says she doesn't
adolescence.
like you. Now I just like, well, fuck you then.
Some guys are really
Fucking bitch.
they don't grow mentally at all. They're just kind of stuck in this retard zone forever.
Yeah.
I did have something annoying that I thought of recently because one of my I have a new manager at work and he has this, and my weekly hate, I guess, is people with lazy eyes, because it is like the most difficult. It's as hard as like talking to a woman and she has like massive cleavage. You're just like, you can't help but look. And but the thing is, with people with lazy eyes, because you're looking at their eyes, they always know 100% that you're looking at their fucking eye that's looking 90 degrees to the fucking side or some shit. Like, they know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They live their whole life knowing, like, people cannot stop looking. Like, which eye do I look in? So it just makes it rough for me when I have to have conversations with these people.
Just remove it and get a glass eye or put on an eye patch, dude. Look badass.
Do you
Look
like
cool or something?
Do you like Radiohead?
I do.
I like head anywhere.
Ethan, do you like Radiohead?
I like radio and head.
I wouldn't say I particularly like or dislike them.
Well, that's because the lead singer has a lazy eye.
Oh, well, now I dislike
So you
them.
just inherently you're not a big fan because of that.
Yeah,
You just knew.
kind of brings it down a little bit.
Just innately, you just knew. You had an intuition about it.
Yeah.
That's
It's like,
That's
let
why
me
you
know
never
where you're
liked
looking
them.
at. You looking there or you looking here?
the
Ethan
hippie
also
chick thing I'm
hates
gonna say.
edgy people.
No.
You hate edgy people?
I don't know where you get that. I'm fucking edgy. What the fuck you talking about? I hate people who are edgy, fake edgy, like Jake is on this show, like overly acting edgy. So,
I'm a-
Jake, you're retarded.
Hey, me too.
Hey, why don't we talk about last week?
Oh yeah, the party.
We got a
Dude,
new
so I
receptionist at work. I'm just gonna do like 30 seconds on this.
I'm just gonna burn this right now.
we got this new is it still a receptionist if it's a man?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
just
guess.
feel like it's so inherently
Yeah.
female to be a receptionist. We got a
I mean,
A
like,
bro
if he's hot
receptionist?
enough to fuck, then maybe.
we got a dude receptionist.
Yeah.
His name's Pete, and he's got a bunch of fucking shit on his face. And I was
What do
like,
you mean?
he's got like fucking boils and goiters and fucking
Oh my
warts and
God.
shit all over his face.
Like the guy from Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, okay.
He looks like, you ever seen one of those toads that are covered in warts, like the back of them? That's his face.
Oh.
He's the most. He's got a big round one right here in the middle of his forehead.
Man.
I swear to God, I sit there all day when I see him, and I fucking imagine throwing like a metal tip dart
Darts.
and popping
Right
that
at the same
puppy,
place.
and I just imagine air hisses out.
Oh.
Sounds like when you let the air out of a balloon.
And then he's just got like a little tiny ball sack dripped over his fucking eyebrows,
Oh.
over his unibrow.
God. Just a windsock of dead skin.
Yeah. So the only thing that I just like, I keep coming back to it, is like the receptionist at our company is the first face you see when you walk in the front door.
This makes you want to leave immediately.
I know. Like this
No
is,
one ever walks in anymore.
but at the end of the day, that's not the worst thing, because the people that wander in off the street, I had to throw a dude out like 2 months ago that was geeked up on some fucking spice and shit. And he comes in and he's like, so I was upstairs and I could see out these big ass windows, and I could see him walking towards the front door, and this HR lady walked out, and she's got a badonkadonk on her, don't get me wrong, but like just the creepy fucking way that he like turned around and stared at her ass, I was like, this motherfucker's gonna be a problem. So I fucking I preemptively like started walking down the stairs, and our previous receptionist, who was a fucking 110-pound soaking wet ass little ass fucking chick, like come sprint. Also, she had a lazy eye, so I'm circling it back. She had the laziest of eyes. That shit. Her right eye was over in like on the northeast corner.
Keep going.
So she comes fucking sprinting up the stairs, and she looks at me, and I'm like, I get it, fucking go. So I come downstairs, and I put on my biggest boy pants, and I like fucking rocked up with my hands on my hips, and I just go, you got to get the fuck out of here, dude. You're freaking everybody out. And he just starts crying and begging me for like money to take the bus or something. And I was just like, I got nothing for you, bro. Like, I understand, but this is not a place where you can just hang out. People work here. And he was like he's spiced out of his mind. And he gets up and he starts walking towards me, and I'm like, I'm going to stop you right there. You need to get the fuck out of here. Like, right now. And he was like, oh, I just need money. I was like, go ask for money on the fucking intersection like all the other homeless people. Like, you gotta
This is a
go.
business. You give us money.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I can't help you. No one here can help you. We are all trying to do our jobs, and you're freaking people out. You gotta fucking go. And he's like, he starts to walk away, and then he like turns around and walks back towards me, and I just go, beat it. And I guess he's
Pulls out
heard
his
that
pants
before,
and
because he
jacks
just like he fucking defeatedly goes, yeah, beat it. And I was like, yeah, dude, fucking beat it.
Kick
Oh my
rocks.
God.
I was doing the guitar riff from Lazy Eye by the fucking Silver Sun pickups. I'm sorry. It probably didn't translate. There probably will be one person in their car listening to this like, oh fuck yeah, Jake.
It's been almost 3 years, and Jake is still trying to get obscure music references in as knee slappers.
I try to edge him in, dude.
There's gonna be a couple of chuckles.
Yeah.
You gotta feel sympathy for the boil face man though, right?
He's back on it.
I
The way-
do.
You described okay, so he sees a girl with a fat ass, and his whole body just turns at a 180 degree to take a look. That's how you know he's never even touched a woman before.
Well, you're splicing stories together.
Yeah, you're complaining a bit. But
Wait, so you said the homeless guy did that?
The homeless guy is the one
Homeless
that
guy,
stared.
yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
Boilface didn't come until after this.
yeah, he didn't scream at Boilface to leave.
At first,
Get
I
your
was like-
boils out of here.
At first, I genuinely thought that. I was like, Jesus, man.
Pop your fucking face.
This dude had
Pop your
fucking
face and come back. You're freaking everybody out.
Wear a burqa, fag.
every place that there was a boil on Boilface's face, there was scabs on this fucking street urchin's face. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those guys. I actually have the video on my laptop at work of me kicking him out because I thought it was so funny. I fucking pulled the security footage. I showed it to my
Nice.
girlfriend. She loved it. She
Nice.
likes seeing me assert my dominance over other males.
Oh man, I can see that. So
He's like, I need
If
money for.
Hey, I do feel
train
sympathy
ticket.
for Boilface Ethan. By the way, the minute he hits on my girlfriend, I'm gonna fuck him up.
the only boil,
Zero sympathy.
the only boil I like is chicken boiler.
Chicken boy.
Oh yeah.
The most handsome fucking
Oh my
man
God,
I've ever
dude.
seen in person.
What a fucking specimen.
Dude. That's a reference to the party.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Trying
good
to segue.
transition.
Trying to
All about
segue.
this fucking party.
Solid segue. How long is this show?
We usually
hour.
go for about an hour 30.
Hour 30. Gotcha. So we got
Cool,
just
cool.
enough time to fucking pour through this party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I arrived on Wednesday night, right?
Yes, at 11:30 p.m. local time. I vividly
Wow.
remember, even though I was shit hammered when I picked you up.
I was like, I wonder if Tyler could even do that.
So
and then he did.
preemptively, Wednesday night, Jake and I were over at our buddy's house recording demos,
Yeah.
and I brought 15 beers.
Yeah, a bunch.
I think I drank 10 of them.
Yeah.
And we get home. By the way, Dildo Master Jake, how good am I at drunk driving?
You're terrifying sometimes.
Jesus.
I don't care about how scary it is. I want to know about the skill level.
Pretty skilled. Your car did jump. Your car did jump that one time. But you still landed on the road and kept going.
That's fucking right. At 75, dude.
Yeah,
On a
that's,
residential street.
Yeah, there's
35
kids running through
miles
the
an hour.
fucking grass. No, they weren't.
That's
There's
we're getting too
surprising amount of speed bumps today lately. It's kind of strange.
Wait, that was just Jamar. Whoops. It's a very black neighborhood.
far.
All right,
Jamar, man.
continue
I
from your
was-
perspective. I show up to the airport and I pick you up.
Yeah, you picked me up and your girlfriend's in the front seat, and I did not expect to see her once this like the entire time. So I was like, oh shit, it's that chick.
It's the one he
And
came
then-
on her face.
Yeah, that he's been railing for a while.
Hey, there's the girl that wants Tyler to rape her.
So I was like, all right, I get in, I sit down, and you pick up a Michelob Ultra, and you're like, let's fucking go, dude.
You took road beers?
Get it right, dude. It was a fucking Michelob Ultra pure gold. That's organic.
Pure gold.
You took road beers to the airport?
Yeah,
What
dude.
the fuck?
I swear to God, we're going outside to get in the car.
I remember you came back for road beers, right?
Well, my girlfriend goes, "Baby, you're drunk. Let me drive." I was like, "Fuck no." She was like, "No, seriously, come on, let me drive." I was like, "I got
A
this."
drunk man's a better driver than a woman any day, dude.
You got that right. So I'm like, "No, babe, trust me. I got this. It's no big deal. I'm barely drunk anymore. However, I would love it if you'd go inside and get me a road beer." She goes, "Okay."
She's from Kentucky, dude.
She's the downest of the down-ass chicks. However, recently she did implore me to stop drunk driving. And she doesn't have to know
Right.
Tell her not to listen to.
about my
tell her not to
extracurricular
listen
activities.
I'll just chew gum.
Hey, man, from Friday night to Sunday morning, she has her kids, so I don't see her. What
Yeah,
happens
right,
What
right.
happens between Friday night and Sunday morning is none of your fucking beeswax, babe.
That includes the podcast. Don't listen to it.
Oh, I'm never telling her
Yeah.
about this appearance. I've admitted too many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We
Do
so
not put my name in the title.
So I had seen Jake and Tyler's faces before, like several times. So I knew what they looked like. And then we make it to their place and Jake, I hear his door close and he walks out. He's like kind of slouched over with his arms hanging down and his eyes are bloodshot red, like glowing red. And he's just like, "Sup, dude?" I was like, what's going on, man?
I might have been high.
And then,
I feel like in the last
then,
2 months, if it's after like 8 p.m., Jake is fucking
Yeah, dude.
lit.
I'm ripped.
It's dark
I'm
out.
high,
I'm
dude.
going out back and
Yep.
smoking a bowl.
Yep.
immediately you were like, "You want, the beer is in the mini fridge," and I was like, "Sweet, sounds good." So I go and grab a beer, and you like followed me into that back room to like show me where it was, and then you were like, "You want to smoke a bowl, dude?" I was like, "All are you sure you need one? Like, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, I fucking caved, fucking smoked a bowl. It was fine. I had a fun time. But what the fuck else happened that
Trying to
night,
be a
by
good
the way?
host, man.
Well, I was
Yeah.
trying to be a bad host and get pussy, which your presence thwarted. Not that I'm, holding that against you. There's been a couple.
Not the next night.
No, the next night was different. We'll get to the
It
next
did not
night.
stop you at all the next night.
Well, I'm fondling her and whatnot, doing my thing, and she's like, "Don't you think you should go hang out with your friend?" I was like, "He's not my friend." I was like, I don't know. I've met the guy once. It's all good.
I drove him here,
I'm trying to wiggle.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally. I'm trying to wiggle up in some fucking gash, dude. Like, relax.
He's trying to say literally whatever combination of words gets the legs open.
So I
You'll
guess we just
betray
kinda, like-
anyone.
Like, Jake, fuck that guy. He was late on rent last month. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't, by the way.
He was
He made that up.
rock solid guy. So she convinces me that I should, entertain. And I was like, all right, fine. But I'm going to be a bitch about it. So we go out there and I'm like, hey, man, you want some edibles? And being the downest motherfucker, Jake's like, Dildo Master Jake is like, absolutely. So I go to my fridge and I grab my favorite edibles and I give him one. And
No, that's the wrong night. This is the wrong
That's
night.
Thursday night.
You're thinking of the next night.
Really?
Wednesday night,
Yeah.
we hung out for like a little bit.
We just kind of all
only hung
talked
out
on
for
the
like an hour,
couch.
right?
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Nothing
And
else
then,
happened. that
I don't
night.
think anything else happened on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I didn't get pussy. I know that.
But then Thursday,
You went straight to bed. I probably heard you snoring. Like,
Thursday you did like fucking errands
yeah.
together.
Went and
Errands.
had fucking,
Yeah.
what was it? Himalayan food?
We went and
That was
had
pretty good.
Himalayan food at the local joint and got creeped out by our waiter who was 55,
He
had
was so
zero
weird.
teeth left in his face,
What?
and just had the worst
He would, like,
vibes.
It was like the kind of place where they bring up a pitcher of water filled with ice and like pour it into your cup, and he would just stand there silently and like stare while he was doing that.
Yeah, not to mention, when he poured mine, I got like 4 cubes, and I was furious. 4 cubes? My fucking girl sitting next to me, she's got 3/4 of her glass is full of fucking just the most glistening ice you've ever seen. I got 4 lonely cubes floating around. They're not even touching. They're like a bunch of dudes in a jacuzzi that are like, all right, keep your fucking feet where I can see them.
It's like the last 4
Slap your-
Cheerios. They're never together, dude. You want them to be together, but they're not.
Like you slap your hand on the table, you're like, might as well have just been fucking one, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Reach your hand in there and give me more.
Thanks for the lukewarm tap water, fucker. That'll really quench my thirst with my fucking like spicy chicken chow mein, faggot.
It'd be colder coming out of the fucking hose.
I mean, he was obviously trying to read all of your guys' vibe. I mean, he could have been like,
I think he was trying to read our minds and do a voodoo dance and
he
make
could
it
have
rain.
been like $30 and I'll give you a toothless blowjob. You know?
Well, then we
he
were.
probably would have.
Well, I think he was eyeing my checkboard. We
You
ordered.
think that about all the dudes.
I do.
Every dude that you encounter, you're
I
like,
do.
you watch his eyes.
Every time Jake walks in the room and me and my chick are on the couch, either her face is in my crotch or my face is in her crotch.
But every dude you guys encounter in public, you're watching his eyes and he thinks you're gay. She's just your friend. He's like, is this guy trying to fuck me?
Except for the
Like,
black
dude, you
dude I
have a
tried to fight at the
girlfriend.
liquor store.
What?
I told you about
Yeah, I
that.
think so. I think.
He fucking hollered at her. He said some.
Oh yeah.
I almost said the N-word. I'm sorry, guys. I'll just say he said some very Afro-American type phrases in her direction.
Yeah.
And I heard it, and she turned around, and we made a split second of eye contact, and I realized what was happening. And I said, "Hey, bro, you're looking the wrong fucking way." And he mumbled some shit and stammered off, but that was the one time I actually had to do that shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So now you're on guard.
Yeah, I got so much pussy that night. Yeah, that was great.
Well, that's
fuck. Next day,
Next day.
Yeah, let's go to Thursday.
Yeah, we're at the chicken chow mein. So we ordered our food, and they bring it out, and it wasn't that funny, but to me it was hilarious in my head thinking, this must be what they eat before they climb Mount Everest, because there was so much fucking food.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's a mountain.
It's always a
Massive
lot.
portions.
It's a mountain of noodles. Yeah, one of those my 600-pound life peoples, or like the fucking fat sisters. What are they called? The 1,000-pound
Tammy
sisters.
and something.
They live like an hour and a half away
Yeah,
from us.
they're pretty close.
If they move to our town, we're back in the fucking saddle, baby.
They're pretty close. Our
Back
wind
at
is
number
actually
one.
like changed by their sighing. Like on a particularly annoyed day, we have a pretty windy time.
I met one of them.
Yeah.
I used
did?
to deliver
Did you fuck?
bread. No. No. We did not. She had a lazy eye. So I used to deliver bread all over Kentucky and shit. And I was at the grocery store, and she was shopping with whatever skinny fucking chubby chaser she was dating at the time.
Yeah.
And her cart was
he black?
full of nothing but fucking like cheesecake and
Oh,
like
yeah, dude.
Little Debbie.
Oh my
Dude, it was
God.
crazy. It was
She's
just
got to keep it.
it was
Just gotta
boxes
keep it
of
up.
preservatives. She had nothing but boxes of fucking preservatives in her cart, overflowing.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Whoa, hey!" She's like, "Hi," and I was like, "I don't want to have a conversation with this lady."
she's got so many preservatives just stuck in her.
Yeah,
It's just going to be roaches and her corpse after the apocalypse.
they're gonna dig her fucking coffin up, and she's still gonna be
Intact.
yeah, dude.
Fully intact.
Not a single pound lost, even in death.
She's gonna be more intact than Michael Jackson, dude.
Yeah.
It'll be nothing but fucking thermal expansion going on inside of there. The coffin lid's already going to be halfway cracked open.
Yeah. Is she bloated? No, that's just her. That's a big fucking coffin, dude. How did they do that? I've never thought about that. When
A
super obese
cylinder-shaped
people
coffin. That's crazy.
when super obese people die, what do they do?
Put him in like those tanning like machines.
For real, what do they do?
Bury him in a
Beds.
decommissioned tanning bed.
Yeah, in one of those fucking float tanks.
like isolation chambers or
Yeah.
So they do have those oversized
whatever. No,
coffins.
they put him in a silo.
Oversized coffins.
They do have
Only
those.
in America, dude.
Yeah.
Does that exist?
Get you a Texas-sized coffin.
Super size.
They have those, but if they cremate them,
Yeah.
I heard this from secondhand from somebody that knew somebody that was like a mortician and shit.
Yeah.
And they were like, when we get people that are like 400, 500, 600 pounds, we have to dismember them to put them in the incinerator.
Oh my
They have to
God.
like chop their arms and legs off and shit to fit their fat girth inside the fucking incinerator. And they were like,
In the Texas
It's
side
like
and
it's like an Eli Roth film in a fucking crematorium.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre came from.
Yeah.
we had to hire a butcher to come in and like fucking.
It's like Fat Hostel. It's like Hostess.
Yeah, he came in. He had like a hockey mask on. He was having a good time.
You would have to use a
He
fucking
said he didn't even do this for the money. He just wanted to be here just to do it.
have to use a big old still fucking chainsaw.
We are getting way too off track.
They
Look
use a
at it.
fucking. They had
Going
to use a
back
meat
in.
slicer to put her into pieces of bologna to fit her in,
slicing those ham hocks, dude.
wrapped in paper, and they just stick her in.
Like a butcher shop.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
Okay.
we get a mountain of food.
What about yeah. What, did anything else eventful even happen during the errands
Dude,
part?
well, not really, but I got to see your like riverfront. That was cool, I guess.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
a cool
I was
building
like,
there.
I was like, hey man, you want to see our riverfront? It's pretty okay. And he was like, yeah. I
Yeah.
drove down there and I was like, okay, so this is where people get drunk and throw beer cans in the Ohio River. This is the
You're like, do you
fucking-
want to like get out and take a picture? Nah, I'm good.
This is the mecca of pollution. He's like, nah, I'll just get it from the back seat. Took a picture of the water. All right, we're moving on.
Dude. So when we left the restaurant, we all got in the car and you're like, well, I'm gonna take you home because we're just gonna run errands. And you're like, well, unless like you want to come with me. And I was like, dude, I mean, like, there's nothing to do back at your place by myself, so might as well. Also, Jake had texted me like 3 times that day asking if I was gonna play fucking Metal Gear Solid or some shit, trying to get me to play Metal Gear on the PS2.
Trying to convert motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah.
Boy, this boy has Metal Gear Solid posters up in his bedroom.
I do. I have one. Yes.
Yeah, I figured like you want to go like play fucking video games or watch a movie on Netflix or something, and not just sit here and listen to us like fucking chit chatting while we're driving around town. But
I mean, like, I didn't mind just like, I had no problem just driving around and like looking at shit. I'm in a place I've never been, you know, like, sure,
Yeah.
I want to go look at stuff.
at one point I
Let's
was
go
like,
look at the trees and the grass. We don't have that here.
yeah, we had to run all over the fucking place. And at one point I was like, oh yeah, by the way, we're in Kentucky now. And you were like, oh really? Odd how it looks exactly.
It looks the same.
Yeah.
We crossed a bridge. We're here. Fucking enjoy. And we went and looked at her prospective new apartment and took a fucking gander at that with no GPS, by the way. I don't know why I trust this woman, but I do. And she's the only woman I've ever met in my life that has any sense of direction whatsoever.
Yeah.
She just fucking guided us there. She's like, we're going to take away I've never been before. And I was like, okay, we're going to get raped. I'm hearing deliverance music as we speak. But she got us there, dude. And then we fucking went out, took a peek, and then hightailed it. And then
Oh, yeah.
skipping forward, Tarantinoing this shit real quick. I'm dropping him off at the airport on Sunday, and he's like, let me know about the housing situation. And I could not have been more confused. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? We already got the house. We have the house. It's fine. What are you talking about? And you're like, I want to know if she got the apartment or not. I was like, oh, okay. And then, what was it? A day later? It was Monday.
Next day.
Yeah.
Next day.
Monday, she gets a message. You've been approved. And I was like, congratulations. And then I fucking opened up Snapchat. I'm a man of my word. Texted.
Dude, do you want to Tarantino this even more and go back a little bit and explain why you took Thursday off or Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever day it was.
It was Thursday. I called in sick because both Jake, and my girlfriend were afraid you were going to rape her.
What?
I was not.
While they were both at work.
I was not afraid you were gonna rape her. I just thought she would probably be uncomfortable with it because women are women, and that's what I assumed.
Well, so
Which
she goes.
was she would throw a fit about it because any chick I've ever dated would throw a fit about it for sure.
Thursday, Jake and I planned on working. I had no fucking idea that you were going to be here Wednesday until Wednesday. So
I told you.
I hadn't made plans. I hadn't made arrangements. And my chick originally was going to leave Thursday. But there's a situation with her current apartment, blah, 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 blah. So she stayed Thursday and she was going to leave Friday. So I was like, yeah, it's no big deal. You can stay at my place Thursday and it's fucking, mi casa, su casa, etc. And she's like, well, won't your friend be there? And I was like, oh, yeah. Well, he's all right. He seems okay. You'll be fine. She's like, are you sure he's not going to rape me? I was like,
Oh my god.
I mean, you can only be so sure about anybody. What are you going to live your life in fear? It'll be fine.
I don't know how hard this man's dick is all the time.
I said, I mean, he's big enough to rape. Like, he can definitely rape you if he wanted to.
He could. We are literally just hoping he won't.
I'm pretty sure he
Just
won't, but I
started scaring
know
her.
for a fact he could.
Anyway, I'm off to work.
I mean,
Don't worry, my girlfriend.
yeah. So Jake and I are fucking like shopping, or I can't remember what the fuck we were doing. I don't know why in my brain we were like shopping for beer or something. But he goes, so you're gonna leave him alone at the house with your chick?
We were on the way back from recording.
That's right. And I was like, do you think I shouldn't?
And then I said kind of what I just said about I wouldn't think she'd be cool with it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah.
I mean, I don't care personally. Fucking rape her. I don't give a shit. But I won't have to hear about it.
So I got home and I was like, yeah, I should probably, I got plenty
So you
of
called
sick
in?
days. I texted my boss and I was like, oh God, it's 2 a.m. and I'm throwing up. I guess I'm not
Oh, nice.
She was like, she just hit me back with K.
Oh, that sucks.
I was like, fucking grow up. You know what it is. She understands. So yeah, I called into work Thursday and that's when we ran errands and chilled.
That's great to go out to a
Dude,
bunch of public fucking places the day that you called in. That's a good idea.
We drove by my work twice. Twice, dude. Straight down the GR.
You're really just living life on the edge, dog.
Dude, you
I like
fucking
it.
told me about how everyone thought I was gonna rape your girlfriend at the fucking bar when Jake was performing.
Oh, yeah.
You told me about that at the fucking bar, and I was fucking drunk, and I was like, dude,
I just dropped.
really?
The funniest part
Next
is
time I will rape your girlfriend now.
I just like dropped that nugget on him, and I was like, all right, I gotta go piss. I just left the fucking table. Dude, that was at the bar the next night was one of the drunkest I've ever been.
Yeah.
And that's when I drove you guys
That's pretty-
home.
Dude, hey!
Yeah, so we had a waitress, and she had a funny name, but she took forever to get back to
Yeah.
it. Like, she would bring us beers and then disappear for like
Guess
way
she doesn't
too
want to
long.
serve the rapist.
She could see it in your eyes.
I mean, in this situation, I wasn't the rapist. Tyler was the rapist.
I
here.
didn't do anything. I just shouted her name loudly across the entire patio. It's so funny because the first time was completely unprompted. I just looked over and I saw her and she was talking to people and I was like, I've needed a beer for like 5 minutes. So I just go, bitch!
And then I picked up my phone and started recording you and said, do it again, do it again, do
Oh
it
my
again, do
God.
it
Yeah,
again.
that's when the peer pressuring started. And I did it.
Then you did it again, and you can hear in the video, she's like, sorry, I got to go take care of some children over here.
No, I started to do, I was about to do it. I revved up for it and I was like, oh, she looks mad. I
I have that on the video, too.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, she looks mad. but she wasn't listening. She was ignoring me.
She doesn't have to listen to anybody, dude. She's hot as shit.
She's all right.
She's pretty hot.
She was pretty cute.
She has blonde hair. It's not my face. But I did it again on video, and she said what she said, and she came over, and I was like, I'm not usually like this.
Dude, Ethan, her last name was
What?
That's great.
Okay, well that's
How many of those
okay.
do you
Then
think
you
there
have
are in
every
the
right
world?
to.
Do you
to
feel like
scream
we
her name
should cut
across
that
the
out?
room.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
gonna
pretty
censor it.
dicey.
That's pretty
I
dicey.
just had
yeah.
to tell him. I'm going to censor it. I just had to tell him.
Okay, so that's dicey.
Saying
A specific name of
A
someone? Yeah.
full name. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess
It's
okay.
a little, yeah. So we gotta say Thursday ran errands. You came home, and then
Oh,
I got there not long after you guys got back, probably. And then we watched fucking movies. Me and
Yeah.
Jake did. We fucking
Oh yeah, me and my girl
A
were
real
on.
hang,
Me and
dude.
my girl did shrooms
Yeah.
before you got home, so we were shroomed up and ready to go. And I was like, Jake, we gotta fucking pay the electric bill.
yeah.
It was like the day before
Yeah.
it was
so
due.
pissed off.
I was
and
like,
then-
ah,
Jake
you're right,
was Jake was so fucking mad trying to log into the thing.
dude. It was making me so
I was
mad.
shroomed out of my fucking gourd, and I'm like sitting on the couch, and I was just like,
I tried every password like 4 times.
I go, Jake, take a deep breath. It was literally because like your rage was like spilling over onto me, and I was just
Well,
like,
yeah.
your vibes are fucking killing me right
sorry.
now.
I didn't know you were on mushrooms.
Jake
Well,
is
9
like-
times out of 10, I would just fucking whatever. But you know,
Well,
shrooms
like
are
I
different.
met Jake when he was stoned out of his mind,
Yeah.
and then the next day he gets home from work and he's like an anxious chihuahua, like just running around the fucking
Yeah.
house.
He's a deaf
like,
Jack Russell Terrier.
Speed walks everywhere.
I
It's like,
pace
for how
dog.
small you are, you step loudly. Dude.
Yeah. Oh, I have steel toes on too
He walks hard.
when I come home from work.
Walk hard.
But yeah, we fucking hung out and we were watching movies. We started with Harold and Kumar. Like we started
Yeah.
20 minutes into it.
And
then
that's when I ate the edible that
Yes.
Tyler gave me, the
Yes.
50 milligram edible.
yes. And then
And
we finished Harold and Kumar and then put on Squidbillies, I think. And then
yeah, we watched a little bit of Squidbillies.
yeah, like an episode. And then I was like, oh man, I need to pick a movie. Because you said specifically, let's watch movies. And so I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a dick and play a bunch of Adult Swim shit. I'll actually put on a movie. And
so
found
I
Pop
handed
Star.
you the You're like, let's watch that. It's a great movie. And I said, sounds good. Let's fucking do it.
Dude,
It was a great movie.
I looked over at you. I had a similar moment to you the next night that you had the night before with me. I turned around and looked at you, and you're hitting that Delta 8 pin, and I guess you had an edible in your system too.
3 edibles.
Yeah.
He took 2 more.
No, wait. You have to save that part so the story's funnier.
Oh, okay.
I turned around and your eyes were so fucked, dude. Like, I'm sure mine weren't great, but god damn, dude, your eyes were fucked.
Dude.
I think I asked if you were okay.
He never smokes. It's rare.
So the next day after we did all that and I was just blazed out of my mind, even Tyler like walked out from fucking his girlfriend or some shit and said something about how like dude, he's just sloshed. Like, dude, he's fucking out on the couch. And next day I was like, hey Tyler, remember how fucking stoned I was last night? Something like that. I was like, yeah, so I was drinking beer and I ate that one edible and I could definitely feel that I was kind of stoned, but since I was drunk, I didn't think I could feel I was stoned, so I took 2 more.
Oh my god.
150 milligrams of edibles, several beers, and you were fucking chiefing off of that vape pen, dude.
Yeah, that Delta 8 pin.
That
Dude,
shit
I
sneaks
felt like I
up
could
on
barely
you.
get anything out of it.
And
But,
my favorite part was you were like, at one point, I wanted to get up and walk in the other room. And I wasn't like too high, but I was like, I know if I get up and walk in the other room, I'm going to be walking funny and they're going to laugh at me. So he just
I don't
stayed
want
on
people-
the couch.
Yeah, I don't want people fucking laughing at me when I'm stoned. I don't have any defense when I'm stoned. So I'm just gonna sit my ass right here and stay here.
Before you guys even started fucking watching movies and shit, like me and my chick were on shrooms and we were watching music videos of like Primus and stuff.
Oh yeah,
And the whole entire time, she could not stop telling me how horny she was. Repeatedly telling me she wanted me to fucking eat her out and she wanted to suck my dick
Loudly.
in front of you guys. Like,
I was
Loudly.
paying attention to Primus, to be honest. I didn't hear a single word of that.
I would hear something like "come" and I would hear it and it would catch my attention for half a second. Then I'd go back to watching.
she's
Like,
just
okay, that's
repeatedly
their
like
thing.
fucking begging for cock, and I was just like, I'm too fucked up. I was like, you need to give me like an hour. She's like, an hour? It's like, dude,
Dude, we were
the
when
night
we
is young.
when we were watching one of the movies. I don't remember which one, but there was a quiet moment, and we could hear her moaning.
my
we just
God.
both laughed.
She was not trying to be quiet.
I think I said douche or something to try to break the tension.
You did. You called him a douche.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I don't know if I should. This is like 10 for 10 material.
Yeah.
She hadn't taken her medication.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
So the censored for free version is I did not come.
Oh.
All right, moving on.
Dude.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right.
Didn't she literally ask you if she took her medicine? And you're like, yeah, you did.
I don't remember that.
I swear to God, like that conversation happened at some point.
At some point, I'm sure it did. But anyway.
So then, okay, that takes care of Thursday night, I think. So then Friday, at some point, Nick arrives, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nick arrives pretty like 11 a.m.
Chick leaves at
Right.
Friday morning, and then Nick arrives around 10:30, 11.
Yeah.
So then we watched another movie. It was a good movie, whatever. And then we started watching The Boondocks. Boondocks is a great fucking television show.
Yeah.
A lot of black jokes.
Yeah.
We were giggling at that. And then I had to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I left.
For a work thing.
Yeah.
Friday?
Yeah.
And that's when Josh called me on the way back.
No, that's Saturday.
And that's
You're
when
talking about
Chicken
Saturday.
Boiler showed up. No, we're talking about
It was Friday.
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 Yeah. No, shit, because Friday night was the show.
Yeah. Friday
Our
night.
Yeah, never
timelines are
mind.
fucked.
Yeah,
Never mind.
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
Dude. No,
That
Friday
was
you didn't
Saturday.
leave. Friday I was at work, so
You right.
and then
No,
Nick
Friday,
shows
I think
up.
you just went to get lunch, right? Let's just
I
go
don't
to get lunch with
fucking
your girl or some
remember.
shit.
Yeah, probably. So okay, so Friday night we burn shirts outside for my Halloween costume, me and my chick, and then the show happens. Is there any, I mean, you guys went through the patio shit. Is there anything else? I mean, do we want to talk about Josh? Because that's a whole fucking thing.
Maybe not.
And then it's going to be hard to describe to Ethan as well.
Yeah,
Friday-
Josh was
Friday we just kind of hung out, and then when Jake got
Yeah.
home, that's when we kind of started gearing up for the party.
Yeah, right.
We start like Jake leaves to go get ready for the show,
Yeah.
and then
Are you
me-
gonna tell the Josh thing?
That's
No.
Saturday.
Yeah,
I will.
Saturday's the Josh. I mean, Josh was at the show too, but he's
He was
this
pretty tame.
he's like a mixed dude. He's like half Nicaraguan, half white, basically, and so he's a brown guy and big ass afro, just a massive afro, and he's just a goofy motherfucker.
He's the most electric
Yeah.
human being I know.
Yeah,
Like, if he's in a
He
room,
was insane.
he's like this generation's Jimi Hendrix. He's a
Dude,
goddamn
yeah.
fucking dynamo.
phenom guitar player too. He's amazing.
He is absolutely. He's a befuddling human being.
He really is.
He's
So
like a
he was
tall-
at the
tall,
show.
lanky dude.
Yeah, he was at the
that
show.
Fucking falls asleep with his leather jacket on. That's how much of a rock
does.
star he is.
He does, yeah. He was at the show, but I mean, other than him yelling and shit, which he always does, not a lot eventful happened until Saturday,
Yeah.
in my mind.
We pre-gamed before the show. We all drank some beers, and I think I had 2 before we left. Then I grabbed one for the road. And as I was like turning onto the road that the bar is on, I was like, "God damn, I'm already fucked up. It's about to be a crazy fucking day." So we pull into the
Yeah.
parking lot, and I see Josh walking through the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I fucking scream at him, and he screams back. It was really funny. And then I was like, just drunk enough that I was like, "Guys, you got to check out how good a guitarist he is." So I fucking put a song on, an instrumental
For
track,
me and Nick.
Yeah.
and they were digging stuff. And we went into the bar, and we went out on the patio, and everybody was still like sober enough that it was like, this is kind of awkward. Just a bunch of fucking big, thick dudes chilling out in a fucking on some patio furniture, like a bunch of schmucks. So then that's when Paige comes out, and we order beers and food and all that stuff, and we start to get sloshed. And then Josh and our other buddy Jesse come out to the patio with us,
Right.
and we just start fucking getting hammered. And then eventually we go inside, and that's when right around when the show starts.
Right.
And that's where the funny starts.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. This one, Mike showed up too.
Yeah. Mike showed up right before we
I
started.
said that's when the funny starts, not when Mike showed up.
Yeah,
No,
you're
it
saying
was
the
funny
opposite.
looking at Mike. So funny.
Dude, he walked in. I saw him walk in. I was talking to my chick, but I saw him in my periphery, and then I was like, "Oh shit, that's Mike." But he was already inside by the time I came to the realization. So he went immediately to take a piss, and I know that because the show was about to start, so I needed to take a piss, and I went in there. And he was at the urinal, and when I went into the bathroom, I was like, "Mike!" as I came in. And he turned around, turned just his neck and his head around. And he was like, "What's up, man?"
Yeah, you fucking saw a short, scrawny fucking dude walk into the bathroom, and you're like, "Oh man, I need to follow that."
Yeah.
I need to
could smell
follow
the
that dude
matzo
into the
ball
fucking
on him.
bathroom. Yeah, he looks like he could be 16.
Yeah. Good enough.
We follow him into the bathroom.
Close enough.
Just below the threshold.
Let's see what that ruby star fruit's like. Yeah. So, what do you want to
Show starts.
about the show? Yeah.
Show starts. Jake's band's jamming pretty good.
It's pretty fucking dope.
Everyone's digging it. And then about halfway through the set, I was like, all right, we got to get some shit started. We gotta fucking make some waves. So I get up and, lead the band of dum-dums up to the fucking front of the showroom area, and we start jamming out. And I'm like, all right, after a song where Jake plays a solo and the song ends, we got to fucking chant. So the song ends, Jake, does his thing. And then I'm like, all right, now's the time we're going to chant, Jake, 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 Jake. And we start chanting, and then like half of the fucking bar joins us. There's like 20, 30 people all chanting Jake's name. He's up there just looking shy and nervous.
Yeah, just coy.
Thank you very much. And then they start playing another song, and I lean over to old Dildo Master here, and I'm like, all right, dude. After a song similarly to how we just did before, we got to fucking chant, Jake, don't come. Everyone's down. So a couple of songs later, it ends in a similar fashion, and we all, like me, Nick, and Dildo Master Jake, all start chanting, Jake, don't come. And I can hear out of the back corner of my ear that I think Josh joined in,
Yeah.
but he's the only human being in that room other than us.
Dude,
that's
Mike
chanting.
didn't even stand up with us.
No, he didn't. He sat down the whole
Mike's
time.
a pussy. But we all
Come
start
on,
chanting,
Mike.
Jake, don't come. Jake, don't come. And No strangers joined in on that chant.
They didn't.
It's just us fucking retards. But we're chanting it we're chanting our hearts out as loud as we can.
You guys did. It was very loud.
I look over and I see one of the band members' fucking wives that's filming the show, and she's making this fucking rancid face like,
you just ruined this whole video. I'm taping this whole set.
Guess we're
Dude, we
bleeping.
must have chanted it like 5 times only.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we were done, I was like, everyone here fucking hates us. Everyone here hates us.
Yeah. We get finished chanting Jake Don't Come, and he goes up to the mic and he goes, "Don't worry, guys, I won't." Oh, that was fun. And then, play a few more
for
songs. What?
Yeah, they finished their set, and you paid for everyone's the whole tab, or well, me and Nick,
Yeah,
and
me,
yourself,
me,
right?
you, and Nick, and I think Mike too. I don't know. It was
Maybe
$100.
Maybe Mike. Yeah,
It was
and
the biggest bar
and you were
tab
like,
I've paid
"It's
in a
okay,
while.
I just paid the tab," and I was like, "Why? Like, you didn't have to pay for any of my shit, but also I want more beer."
Yeah, that was like we had like a 30-second argument about it from across the table. I was like, "I paid the tab," and you're like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because I wanted my fucking card back." I'm like, I'm not drinking anymore. This is my last beer. And you're like, "Well, I want more beer," and I said, "Then go pay cash. I don't care."
And I was at first I was thinking like, dude, like, you know, thank you. Like, you don't need to fucking pay for my beer for me. Like, I could handle it. But I was also drunk enough to be like, I want more beer. Like, oh yeah, I can just go get more.
Well,
That sounds like a good idea.
to peel the curtain back a little bit, whenever we got there and Paige began being our server, she opened a tab for us as a group already. So how the fuck were we going to like drunkenly split that all up? I was like, I'll just pay for it all. Fuck it. Here, take my card. Pay for it now.
Oh.
I also kept going up to the bar for more beers, and the lady was like, "What's the tab name under?" I was like, "She never took my card." I was like, "Just give me another beer. We'll figure it out." I couldn't like charge it to anything because I was like, I never gave anyone my card. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. Like our server opened the tab for us as a group, so just fucking keep charging it. It's whatever.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I think that happens here all the time where by the end of the night they're like, is it separate or together? Because like I guess they just keep track of that.
Well, they
Like,
weren't.
it's not
keeping
something
track
that
of anything.
Yeah.
Paige is willy nilly.
Paige is willy-nilly. She has a mental illness.
It's right there in her name. Yeah. So then the show's over, and we fucking go out to the patio, and madness ensues. Josh is screaming things at the top of his lungs. I go chat up Jake's girlfriend, and I hit her with some grease, dude. I fucking got her all.
Oh, dude.
I got her hot and bothered,
Oh, man.
and I gave her the secret to Jake's heart, which is what is it, Jake? Does it start with a B?
Yeah, it does. And
then
ends with a low job. Yeah, no, she's been taking you up on that the last couple times we've hung out. It's pretty nice.
She takes good direction.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's it. I mean, you already talked about driving dangerously. Do you want to get into that more?
80?
Because like Ethan, I know that Ethan would be like, man, like that is that dude is a motherfucker. That dude's like the best dude. For what Tyler was saying to your girlfriend, Jake, because Tyler was saying like, just give him blowjobs all the time. Also, let him come on your face with your tongue sticking out.
Yeah, it
and
started
don't
out.
flinch.
I was very drunkenly. She asked me how. So my girlfriend and I went on vacation. On the vacation, on the second day that night, we chilled in the jacuzzi for a while, and then we fucked. And when we got like at the finish of the fucking, I was like fucking her face and pulling out and like jerking off and like doing that repeatedly until I nutted on her face. It was glorious, spectacular, whatever. So when Jake's girlfriend asked me about how our vacation was, that was all I could think about. So I just told her it was amazing. She let me come on her face. I told her the whole story. I was like, you know, she stuck her tongue out. I nutted all over her face. She didn't even fucking flinch. It was amazing. And then she like wiped the cum off her face into her mouth. It was the best night of my life. For some reason, I get like 7/8 of the way through this story, and I'm like, why am I telling Jake's girlfriend about this? This is fucking weird. So I doubled down, and
So you segued it.
I kept going, and she's like, That's fucking awesome. I'm so happy for you. I would let Jake do that to me. And I was like, you should. He would love that. She's like, yeah, I want him to come on my forehead. I was like, he would love that. You should, yes, make that happen. I'm sure he would enjoy that. And then there was like a lull for a sec. And I was like, by the way, if you want to know, like, I know you like Jake quite a bit and you probably want to keep him around for a while. If you want to know the secret to keeping Jake around forever, just suck his dick all the time. Like, give him blowjobs as often as you can handle. Suck that man dry, and he will never fucking go anywhere. And she was like, okay.
Straight tell women need to be told this.
She's drunk too, by the way. I've been feeding her fucking whiskey sours all night. Because, well, I didn't feed her whiskey sours for this reason. She just didn't know what she wanted to drink. She was just that, like, stereotypically indecisive woman. When we got up to the bar, I was like, what kind of beer do you like? She was like,
it's just women.
I don't like beer. And then I was like, well, what kind of mixed drink do you like? She's like, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been to a bar. I was like, well, you understand the concept. You get, you've heard the names of drinks. Just say one. And she couldn't. And so I was like, fine, I'll pick one. And I picked whiskey sour. She ended up drinking 3. And then on the third one, she tells me, I haven't had anything to eat today. And I was like, oh, you mean like you had breakfast, but you haven't had. And she's like, no, I haven't had anything to eat today.
Also, stereotypical women shit.
Yeah, they don't take care of business, So anyway, we ended up fucking in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. After you guys left.
Yeah. Quick little fucking, slide this in there. When in doubt, Tequila Sunrise. All women love them.
Oh, yeah.
They get them drunk as fuck.
Okay, yeah, tequila.
They won't even remember what you did to them. So it's fine.
Yeah.
The Bill Cosby drink of choice, I guess.
The Bill Cosby approach. Yeah, so I fucking pile all the dudes up in my car. We fucking head out. So we get in my car, and young Dildo Master looks at me and goes, are you good to drive, dude? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not high. I'm just drunk. I throw it in gear, and I fucking spin my tires in the gravel, shoot rocks all over everyone's cars near us. And then I whip the wheel to the left, and then immediately realize, fuck, there's no way out to the left. So I had to pull a fucking 3-point turn in the middle of this parking lot while everyone's looking at me after I just fucking shot rock all over the fucking place. I was like, all right, we're good. So I fucking turn out onto the road, and I go, guys, we got one problem. I have no fucking idea where I am. And then like 10 seconds later, I was like, wait. I know where we are. I know this road.
Exactly where we are.
I'm familiar with this road. We're good. So I start cruising along, and I think I was going like 45, 50, and a 30. And I was like, do you guys feel like I'm going too fast? And everyone said, no.
I mean, like, I saw the street sign that said 35, and I was like, and I looked down at your speedometer, and I'm like, oh, he's going, yeah, we're fine. Like, we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Going 50, and like, this isn't too bad. This road's fine.
It was a smooth ride until we crossed the big highway. And I crossed the big highway going a little too fast. And here's where, honestly, there was somebody next to us, and they had like kids in the car and shit. And I was like, I got to get away from these people. Mm-hmm. I need to drive fast enough so that I'm not near these people because I don't like what's going on here.
Right.
So
like
I fucking
kids in there.
I hammered down a little bit. I think I hit 55.
It's the opposite of my approach, by the way.
Yeah, he's
Go
like
slower. Get
Oh yeah,
him,
I would have slowed down and
follow him
waved.
home.
Jake's
Put my
tailgating.
tongue on the glass and shit.
Jake's tailgating. So I hammered down a little bit. We were going like 55 or whatever, and I was like, all right, this is W Street, so I need to get down to B Avenue.
Yeah.
So I see it. I'm turning. I'm like, all right, we're good. We're golden. We're on the home stretch.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 2 major blocks to go. Mm-hmm. So let's fucking get some juice out.
Yeah.
So we're passing the pool where all the black people swim. It's only 3 feet deep, just in case.
Where all the black people sit and pretend to swim.
There still has to be a lifeguard though. He's still on duty, dude. Like, still a diligent job.
They only fill it up for like 1 month a year. I don't understand.
They fill it up for Juneteenth.
It's too cold to swim during Black History Month.
Otherwise, those black people are going to be history if you try to have them swimming in February, dude.
God damn it. So I goosed it up to 60. I'm like, we're doing pretty good. This road is covered in fucking potholes. But, you know, I got a later model vehicle. I got some decent suspension.
Yeah, but it only sits like 7 inches off the fucking pavement, dude.
It's irrelevant. So we go 60 down this portion, and I'm like, all right, so the next road we're about to cross is pretty fucking, it's got a nice hump to it. So I slowed it down to 45, and I was like, we got a fucking green light. Let's cruise on through. We fucking hit the hump, and I'm like, all right, boys, here's where it's about to get difficult.
Yeah.
And I fucking put the pedal to the fucking floor, and we get fucking cruising. It's only a 4-cylinder, so it doesn't exactly have the most pickup in the world. But we get, I don't know, maybe a half a mile down the road, and we're pushing 70.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, guys, we're going 70.
On this
And
35
immediately
mile an hour
we
road.
hit a giant fucking hump in the road, and we come up the other side of the hump, and we go airborne for a split second, and the car jumps to the left like a fucking solid 6 inches. And I can hear and feel the vibes in the car of like, fuck. And I was like, we're good. So I fucking kept it to the floor, and I was like, I wonder if we can hit 80, boys. Very quickly we hit 80 through this fucking residential neighborhood, and I'm like, I'm fucking giggling like a psychopath.
Dude.
Flying by fucking houses, dude.
I'm like laughing maniacally saying this is scary in the fucking car.
I love almost dying.
Nick's in the back.
Oh, man.
Nick is our friend that he listens to a ton of like the most hardcore fucking grindy deathcore shit in the back seat. And Jake was like, he's probably in the back seat with Lamb of God playing in his head. That's exactly what was going on. Just fucking in his head, he's jamming out. He's like, I'm ready to fucking die. We're cruising
I'm
along.
waiting for this.
Yeah.
We cruised along at 80 for a good half a mile, and then the stop sign's coming up, so I fucking hit the brakes, and we just barely stopped at the
Oh
stop
my
sign.
god. And there's like
Probably
the,
like a foot past the stop sign.
the road jogs off to the side a little bit at that intersection too, so you would have hit a house if you
Yeah.
hadn't stopped, or a garage or something.
Yeah, if my brakes had failed at that moment, we would all be like, you'd be at our funeral right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
And like the people in the house's funeral.
yeah.
Oh man, I could be really mean right now and say they'd be cutting your body into pieces in the crematorium.
I'll special order a coffin. I ain't getting incinerated no how.
It's not 3-4 years ago. So.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. But the thing is, like, in this town, where the part of town we live on now, there's a lot of stop signs. Every other part of town I've ever lived on, it was mostly stop lights. But there's so many fucking stop signs on this part of town, I don't stop anymore. When I see that there's no one coming, I'll slow down to like 10 miles an hour, and then I'll just cruise right on
Goose
through.
it on through. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
in this particular instance, I didn't stop. I didn't even come close to stopping. I slowed down to like 25. I saw there was no one coming, and I just fucking blew it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we hit our neighborhood,
Mhm.
I kept it at a solid 40. I was respectable. I was like, people in this neighborhood know my car. They see it multiple times a day. I'm not about to be on a list. So I eased it into the driveway, and I fucking threw it in park, and I go, boys, we just set a fucking record.
Dude.
We got back. This drive typically takes a minimum of 8 minutes if you're even relatively following traffic laws. We got back from the bar to my house in less than 4 minutes.
Which is funny because I feel like I saw my entire life flash in front of my eyes.
Felt
Like,
like an
longer.
eternity.
yeah, but way longer.
4 minutes.
I mean, it had to be less than 4 minutes.
I can barely jerk off in 4 minutes.
Oh, man.
I got to be working hard.
Yeah.
We're at an hour and a half.
Dude.
We haven't even talked about the party.
we
Yeah,
haven't even
the
gotten into the
actual
party.
party, dude. We need to like get right into this. So, Chicken Boiler arrives. He gives you a fucking gun. He gives Jake a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken boiler, very handsome man, probably would have turned Hitler straight.
Best looking.
By
dude
that I
I've
mean
seen.
like wouldn't have murdered all those people.
Yeah.
Turn
Scary.
Hitler straight.
He would have turned him
Yeah.
gay
man.
sexually, but
Straight.
That's
with
why I
all-
explained.
Oh,
By that I mean wouldn't have killed all
turned
those
him
people.
morally straight, but
yeah.
sexually no.
So, and then Josh shows up and we watch the fights. We watch some UFC.
Shrooms were ingested.
And the stream
Mark
kept
the
skipping.
caterer ate a fuckload of shrooms.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
put them in a taco and then saw stars, spoke to baby Jesus, and went back to his hotel room.
Oh my god.
Didn't he say like I haven't done this in a while?
Yeah,
Yeah, he looks down in his hand, and there's a minimum of 4 to 4.5 grams of mushrooms in his hand. Goes, I haven't done these in a while, and then just fucking
gobbles.
throws them down.
Toss him down.
And I
So,
mean, I just let shit happen.
Yeah, well, you
that
didn't know
dude
he's a big
wanders
dude.
off. We didn't even know he went back to his hotel room for a while. He just left. He just wandered off.
I just
Yeah.
made this assumption that anyone that listens to our show can handle their shit.
Yeah.
We found out
So-
relatively quickly on Friday night that Jake and I party way the fuck harder than all you motherfuckers.
There's just 3 sleeping dudes in our living room.
All these passed out guys, and then I'm watching Squidbillies with one eye open. Literally, one eye fucking. I was so fucked up. I only had one eye open, and Jake goes, "There's only 2 of us left." And I looked around, like trying to figure out who he's talking about, because I didn't even count myself in that equation. And I was like, "Holy shit! All these fucking pussies passed out."
So the UFC stream on Saturday just kept skipping, and that was pretty funny. And that had to have been funny to Josh because he was the only one on mushrooms that was still
That stayed.
chilling. And so it would be like DC would be commentating, and he would be like, "Oh, he's about to hit," and it did that over and over again. It was so funny. It was almost better than if we had paid for it and it was just a legitimate good stream.
Then Tyler, what? Just got back. Like he got
Yeah.
back, and we threw a football for
Yeah.
a while.
For like an hour.
Jake wanted to throw a football.
Dude,
and
Boiler
Chicken
was about it too.
He was so down to throw that fucking football. I was like, oh no, dude, I'm gonna look like such a fucking moron throwing a football.
Only Mike did though, as it turns out.
Yeah, only Mike did. Who would have thought? As soon as you see that guy, but Josh starts laying down in the grass, just chilling in the fucking grass,
Yeah.
and then we got some pictures of you shoving a guitar in Josh's ass,
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
and Tyler climbing a tree with Josh pointing at him with his fucking Bud Light in his hand.
Yeah. It's Bud Light
Um,
orange.
Yeah, his orange, but I've never even had one of those. But what? So after that was when we set up for the episode and
Right.
took acid. Everyone took a tab of acid.
Tyler passed around the acid. God, that what a moment.
I doled it out like communion, dude.
You did, dude. It was beautiful. And I was like, has anyone taken theirs? And only Mike had it. Mike just gobbled it down as soon as he gave it to
instantly
him.
put it in.
Yeah, Chicken Boiler proclaimed he will not. He's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take acid.
Yeah, he told me to.
As soon as I ripped off a piece, I fucking put it in his hand, and he was just like, "Yep,
Yep.
that's all the peer pressure I needed."
We all took it and immediately started the show. And the show was a fucking banger.
Yeah,
It was so
it was
good.
a doozy.
that'll always be one of our best ever.
Easily, dude.
God damn, it was,
was
so
insane.
fucking
Just
fun.
the live laughter helps the show so much. We just need to have like 5 goons in town to record a show in front of from time to
Have
time.
a live studio audience.
Get the confidence up.
yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
One of those every once in a while will be fucking amazing.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
So we did the episode, and then we all just went outside and just kind of like the party was almost in 2 different places for a little bit, kinda. It's like some people would be
And,
inside,
wow.
some people were outside.
Little secret sauce. I handed out all the tabs. We all took our acid. I ripped off an extra one and stuck it in my shirt pocket because I thought, I don't know how strong this stuff is. I'm a bigger dude. I party hardy. Let's see what happens. The show ends. We all most of us wander outside, and I'm standing at the picnic table, and I'm just like, I could definitely be more fucked up right now. And the party's actually started, so let's see what happens. I pull my second tab out of my pocket and I pop it in my mouth. Dildo Master looks over at me and goes, "Did you just take a second tab?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, I'm going to do it too." I was like, in my head, I go, "That's a fucking horrific idea." But out loud, I go, "Yes, you should." And that's a peek inside my brain.
And it's like, you guys thought it was a mistake, and I'll explain to you why it wasn't in a little while.
Well, I don't know if you heard yourself while you were sitting on the fucking patio in front of the fire saying, "I never want to come back to reality."
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, reality is gay. That was fun, dude. That was when I was texting you, Ethan.
So it's like, we got to keep an eye on this dude.
Reality's gay as fuck. I was drunk as hell, and I was fucking on 2 tabs of acid staring at this fire. And eventually, I think, I started talking to Josh, and we walked back into the house, just kind of naturally just migrated back into the house. I don't know why we did, but we did. And I guess Jake saw us and followed us. So we get into the house, and we get into your like little dining room area where your trash can is.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake's like, "Dude, I want some of these little these little donuts. Like, I'm gonna eat some of these little fucking donuts that I got earlier today." And Josh is like, "Dude, fuck the little donuts. What the fuck is up with these pumpkins?" He had those mini real pumpkins on your table.
Yeah.
And Josh, he picks it up and he's looking at it, and I'm looking at Jake eating this little donut, and I'm looking at the pumpkin like it's a donut. So I'm like, "Take a bite." And he's like, I'm like, "Take a bite. Fucking take a bite. You won't do it." And he's like, "You think I won't do it?" I'm like, "Take a fucking bite then." I'm just screaming at him while he's on acid and he's on shrooms. And he fucking takes one big bite and immediately just spits it all on the floor. And me and fucking Jake were like falling against the wall laughing.
Dude, yeah, I fell against the wall legitimately, laughing so hard.
Dude, I was laughing my ass off, and then the pumpkin ended up being like the thing for the rest of the night that Josh was doing. It was just pumpkins.
Wow.
Dude,
He was fixated.
it was so like mind-boggling to me that like we had a Discord up on the TV talking to Salad and Cheech and Easy for a little while, but so they all got to meet Josh, and eventually after like we're fucking around having fun, you know, sitting on the couch, I'll go back outside, and I don't remember, I think I got bored or something. I went back in and walked into the living room and just saw Josh there by himself with the microphone talking to Cheech. And I was like, "Oh no." So I run back outside and I'm like, Tyler, you have to fucking see this.
At this point, I am also on 2 tabs of acid, and I was tripping my fucking dick off. I was like out literally talking to a tree. I was like fucking walking around with my shirt half off, like picking sticks up off the ground, convening with the earth and shit. I'm giggling like a retard, like fucking dragging stuff back to the fire, calling wood fettuccine alfredo, just being a fucking idiot. And I get fucking summoned to the living room. I sit down on the couch and I'm watching Josh do his thing. But like,
oh my God. He kept saying shit like, "Someone's going to get touched.
someone's about to get manhandled."
Yeah. He said, at one point he was like, "Did you touch me?" Like he's talking to the people thousands of miles away about
Dude,
touching him.
I'm going to come.
Yeah. So I think it was around this time that like the people in the living room really died down, and I was like, I was having a fun time at the party, like looking at the fire and shit. But I was like, I remembered that I was on acid, and I was like, dude, the best thing about tripping, one of the best things about tripping for me is to just like look at shit. And so I got up and went back into the living room to just sit there alone, so I could just like sit there and have my trip.
Yeah.
And I was in there for, 2 hours?
Probably,
I just
yeah.
walked away, and I was just laying down on the couch. I was like looking at my arms and like my tattoos and shit, looking at like the tapestry on your wall, the ACAB tapestry.
Dude, my bedroom would have been the place to be.
Yeah.
I got all kinds of trippy shit on the walls of my bedroom.
Well, dude, I probably would have loved to go in there, but I'm not just gonna walk in your
Off
bedroom.
limits.
But yeah, so
I almost wish
I'm
we had one of those
fucking-
textured ceilings.
Yeah.
Those
dude,
are
I
fun as
really
fuck.
wished you did at that
Yeah.
moment. I really,
Those
really
textured
wished
ceilings
you
are
did.
fucking just a goddamn blast when you're tripping.
Dude,
on
they're
some
fucking
bullshit.
awesome. So I spent a while just like having a good time, like just looking at shit and doing the typical move your hand in front of your face and go, whoa, sort of thing. And eventually I was like, man, I am like really tired. So maybe I could just go to sleep, even though I would really, really, really hate to be the first person at the party that goes to sleep because someone's going to draw a dick on my face. So I still was like, all right, whatever. And I like closed my eyes to see, is the acid still hitting me so hard that I can't sleep? And like 5 minutes later, I was like, yes, it is. Like, it very much is.
I remember
And so
being
I sit up-
outside, and Jake goes, I got that feeling where I want to go to sleep, but I know that there's no fucking way I can.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like pick up my phone and just start looking at like trippy shit on my phone. Like just weird, I don't know, like kaleidoscope shit. And then Jake starts playing fucking like a whole ass set on his guitar in the the music
Goddamn,
room.
we
is what
fast
you call it.
forwarded a hot minute.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened.
Yeah,
while
for
I was
him,
in
that's
there.
what happened.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he laid
His-
on the couch for like 2 hours while we were outside, just fucking doing all kinds of
listening to
crazy shit.
music, and we like passed the phone around and played songs and shit.
Were you outside when Josh wanted to karate chop the board in half?
Yeah, as I was.
Okay. So I had this fucking like 8-foot long chunk of fucking wood in the fire, and the middle of it was burning on the fire. We were trying to let it burn enough so that it would fold in half and we could stick both ends in. But Josh kept tripping over it and he was bitching about it. He's like, this thing is fucking dangerous. So I take it out. I was like, all right, I'll break it in half now and, it won't be a problem anymore. So I'm holding it up. And he's like, I want to karate chop it in half. And I was like, this is it. This is the moment that I knew there was going to be at least one moment in the night where I was going to have to put my foot down and keep somebody from doing some stupid shit. So I got this fucking giant afro man to my left and this fucking 8-foot long piece of wood to my right. And I'm like, all right, I'm putting my foot down, Josh. There's no fucking way I'm letting you fucking karate chop a board in a flaming log. This thing's on fire. There's embers and shit. I was like, you're not fucking karate chopping. He's like, you gotta fucking let me karate chop. I'm gonna fucking do it. I was like, no, dude. All right, listen. Let me negotiate, all right? I'm gonna fucking talk you down a little bit. I'm not gonna let you karate chop it. That's off the table. Hands, not happening. But, hear me out. I will let you throw one fucking Anderson Silva style front kick, okay? You can Chuck Norris this fucking thing, but you're not gonna karate chop it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna fucking karate kick it. I was like, okay. Then he like came at it weird. It freaked me out. The way he came at it, it was really fucking awkward. I was like, wait. He's like, I was gonna kick it. I was like, no. You looked like I saw your hand. You were preparing to chop. I'm not letting you karate chop it. I don't fucking trust you right now. So he's like, all right, let me spinning back kick it. I was like, fuck no, we're not doing spinning shit. You're fucked up. You're not gonna spin kick this fucking board. It's like you're gonna throw a front kick. Like Anderson Silva knocked out Vitor Belfort back in like 2013. All right. So I let him do it. He fucking kicks this fucking board and flaming embers just fucking scatter all over the dry grass.
Everywhere.
I was like, that was pretty fucking cool though. My yard's going to catch on fire, but that was pretty sick.
The majority of that entire thing, I was sitting like right across the fire from you guys. So I was watching this entire thing. I was disappointed almost the entire time because as soon as Josh got up and said, I want to karate chop it, I was like, yeah.
Bruh.
And then you said, no way. And then I was just disappointed listening to your whole conversation and
I
everything.
get
And
it.
then he
I
kicked it,
understand.
and I was like, yeah.
I understand
it.
the buzz killiness of it, but think about it.
Yeah.
The embers are like 500 degrees.
Yeah. His hands are his whole thing.
I need this guy to play guitar.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let him melt his fucking hand skin for a giggle.
I mean, you could play guitar in a wheelchair, right? It just won't be as cool.
He's wearing fucking boots.
Yeah.
He works in a fucking factory. Like, he can fucking kick it. It's fine. But then the fucking embers scattered all over the yard. And that's when I realized that our Mexican friend Josh, also from Texas, was tripping his dick off.
Yeah.
So, you know, when Josh finally does arrive to the party, Mexican Josh, like, everyone cheers, yada, yada, yada. We hand him a beer, all this shit. He's taking tokes off of weed. I go inside. I find the acid. I rip off a tab. And I come outside and I put it in his hand and I go, here, eat this. And he's like, what is it? And I was like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to just like flat out be like, this is LSD 25. It was invented by Albert Hoffman. I was just like, your tongue will know what it is. I thought that was pretty clever. So he pops it in his mouth and he like kind of fucking chews on it a little bit, like tries to taste it and then swallows it and goes, no, really, what was that? I was like, oh, that was acid. He was like, oh, I've never done that before. So immediately I was like, oh, I gotta calm this dude down because he might freak out a little bit. I was like, dude, you're gonna have a fucking great time. You're gonna love this shit. I'm on 2 tabs of that shit. Everyone, look around you. Everyone's on it right now. And we're all having a blast. You're gonna have a great fucking time. So he's like, okay, whatever. So he goes and
I'm
chills.
having an existential crisis thinking of coming back to reality.
I mean, he only freaked out a little bit. But yeah, I could tell he was tripping dick. So I fucking dragged him over into the grass. I was like, dude, look at these fucking embers. They look awesome. I was like, dude, it's like stars, but on the ground. And we just sat there and stared at the fucking embers for like 30 seconds and then went back to the fucking partying.
Yeah, me and Boiler were playing PS2 for a while. For like different for various stints of the party, we were playing NFL Blitz, and then we played fucking NBA Street. God damn, what a good party game.
Dude, watching NBA Street on that old ass TV on the PS2 while I was on acid was so trippy. It was so cool though.
That's nuts.
It was wild. I kept like coming inside to check on people and make sure everything was cool, like grab, waters and fucking food and stuff. And every single time I came inside, I would walk through, see them playing PS2, like, what's up, guys? I'd walk into our kitchen, and then for the rest of the house, from the kitchen onward, is this hardwood floor.
Yeah.
And, dude, I was tripping so fucking hard. I couldn't look at the floor because, like, all the, like, grain in the wood kept swirling around and making me dizzy and shit. And I like, if I was standing still or like just sitting on the ground, I could look at it and it would be fucking awesome. But every time I would look at the floor, I would get so dizzy, I would be afraid I was going to fall down.
I just didn't get that from the one hit. I didn't get any visuals. I was just fucking giggly as fuck.
I need to see how much.
I didn't get any visuals until I sat alone by myself.
Yeah, you took
that
2
was
hits.
When
though.
I got it.
There's too much going on. At like outside in the party environment or like when you're focused on playing PlayStation, there's too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see cool visuals and like the room breathe and shit, you got to just sit in quiet.
Right.
Yeah, like you and 1 or 2 other people.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know how like me playing songs really transpired. It just seemed like the right move because I was trying to jam with Josh, but it was just like, man, we're both fucked up, and I don't think we're gonna be able to pull anything together here. So I just started playing songs. And
then you managed to just kill it while you were drunk and tripping balls.
Nah.
You just fucking.
Well, everyone else is drunk and tripping balls, so it was probably mediocre, but it just seemed pretty awesome because,
dude, when
hey,
you're
this
on
dude's
acid, bad
doing it.
music sounds bad.
Yeah, like,
that's true.
Even when you fucked up, it was like it progressed forward. Like you don't do that thing where you fuck up and like, oh wait a minute, and then go back.
No, I just
like,
keep playing.
You keep trucking forward, which is it makes it perfectly, especially when you're fucked up. It was great. Like it was just for
it was
a while.
Fun.
It was just me, you, and Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was in the living room.
And
but
Boiler.
You played for a while, and then like people started migrating back in the room, and then basically everybody came into the room and
everyone who's
play.
still there and awake. Yeah, it was. I remember seeing Jake come back in.
Jesse sat on the stairs. And
Yeah.
listened.
Yeah.
It was fun, man. It felt like a good like wind down thing too.
Yeah,
It
it really
we're about to
was.
go to bed and shit.
Honestly, it was the perfect night.
It really was.
Not a single bad thing happened. I mean, we can skip
That's
over
fucking
me and
awesome.
Josh driving to the gas station, tripping on acid. That's a whole
Thinking
extra.
that they
it's a
were
whole
funding
extra 20
terrorism
minutes
or
of
some
story,
shit. Yeah.
God, it was fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean, it was the best day I've ever had that my dick remained dry the entire day. To be honest.
I remember that like
time you say that.
Yes. I was prepared for that to be the last time I said it.
all I know is like the last thing I thought from this trip, other than like, you know, my flight back home. That was supposed to be my weekly hate. That will be the next one. But like the last
This
thing
fat bitch next to me.
that had happened was in the morning after. I get up after everyone else and I walk outside because fucking Tyler, you like left that morning, right? You went out somewhere real quick.
I just walked to the gas station to buy some waters.
Yeah, I remembered you saying something about like the dipshits out back, and then you closed the door, and that like woke me up, and I was like, okay.
Oh,
and I got
that's when
up.
I drove Afro Josh to his van. He left his van at the bar.
Yeah.
So I got up and I was like, the dipshits are out back, and I walked out back, and everyone just kind of looked at me. Nick was like, have you ever done acid before? And I was like, dude, I have gotten drunk and forgot I took acid several times. I've done it like 3 times.
Yeah, the funny thing was that Mike went to sleep at like 5 a.m. and woke up at 7 a.m., went out back, and just picked up all the fucking litter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty fucking
champ.
cool of him.
Yeah.
But and then so they asked me that and I wasn't ready to get into questions. But when you got back, you walked out and you gave me this look and just kind of giggled and you're like, have a good time last night or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do wrong? I know I couldn't have done anything that bad last night. Like, what the fuck happened?
I mean, people definitely noticed that you were inside for like 2 or 3 hours just laying on the couch fucking tripping alone.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I had to, dude. I like when you're tripping on acid, you just have to do what you want to do. You know?
Right.
I mean,
So
I
that's what
giggled because I was
I
like,
just did it.
I probably should know.
No, I wanted it and I knew what was going to happen and I enjoyed it. I don't regret taking 2 tabs at all.
I want to take 2 tabs again. That's my new fucking reggie.
I normally do 2 tabs. It's just been like a year and a half since I've done acid.
Yeah, same.
I'm surprised everybody wanted to do acid and nobody else did.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
after Mark fucking...
Yeah. Everyone was like, let's do the other thing.
Acid's more of a party drug anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
I mean, like I knew that I wasn't going to pass out when I did acid. I just knew it wasn't going to happen. And I didn't want to pass out first. I actually had that thought before I even got on my plane was like, I can't be the first one to pass out because someone will draw dicks on my face and I'll walk to the gas station in the morning with dicks on my face.
Well,
So,
I mean, you would... I don't know, dude. Everybody was tripping on acid. I don't think anyone's even gonna... That's not even gonna occur to anyone.
no one's in a pranky
Yeah.
mindset
like,
at all.
I know, like, obviously, like, the night of, I knew, like, oh, like, no one's going to give a fuck, you know. I might get, like, someone might laugh at me tomorrow morning for falling asleep early, but...
Well, the
but,
one person
I
that didn't take acid was the one person that fucking knocked out early. And that
Yeah.
was Afro Josh. But goddamn,
Yeah.
he expended some fucking energy before then.
Yeah.
Dude, Josh, he deserved to knock out first after
Yeah.
everything that he had been doing.
Holy fuck, dude. He was the life of the
man.
goddamn party. And honestly, it was kind of a question whether we were going to have like our bandmates at the party at all. But then we invited them and it fucking worked out better than I could have ever imagined.
Dude, it was fucking awesome. I love that guy now. Like he's like the funniest dude I've ever seen.
The funniest part about it all is we very rarely talk about him.
Yeah.
Before the party, we almost never mentioned him.
Right. You guys had no idea what was going to happen.
You were not prepared for that.
It's honestly almost it's probably a better surprise than the acid, or a better surprise than the live show, better surprise than anything else was Josh.
Yeah.
Josh.
He
Josh
said
made it a party.
he said from his perspective, everyone else entertained him.
Yeah.
Like, I bet so, dude.
I have a
Oh,
video that I can play the audio of that I think Ethan will get a little bit better idea of how fucking crazy this is.
I'm fucking mad. I went my
Ethan, I'll
dick
send you
out
that
on this
video.
fire, and then they don't give me the fucking beer guy's number.
What do you have to say about your pumpkin?
He goes off by himself.
He's crouching.
So I come up to him.
He's fucking pissed.
And I'm fucking mad. Leave me alone. I went my dick out in front of a fire. I'm about to do that.
That's some Aztec.
Some Aztec something
You
or other.
and Jake walked around the fire and looked at his dick for a while too.
Dude, it's got some
Dude,
girth.
I just gave us a quick meat gaze. Just I had to know.
Curiosity overwhelmed.
It was out in front of me. I had to know, and it was exactly what I expected. Oh, it's Cheech. Yeah.
I need to see that forever again.
Is that when he had the rib in one hand and the pumpkin in the other?
We're eating fucking barbecue ribs, and he's taking a bite of pumpkin, taking a bite of rib.
He's eating the pumpkin like a fucking apple, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just a fucking beast. Oh
Yeah.
man.
It's
love
literally
that,
just a
dude.
pumpkin outside with bites taken out of it.
Yeah, I brought
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I brought
it's
it
in here,
If you look
yeah,
at
yeah.
it, if you look at the stream, you'll see the pumpkin with several bites taken out of it.
That's gotta
Oh,
taste
man.
disgusting.
Well,
I don't know, man.
feel like-
I've had raw pumpkin. It's not that bad.
Take a bite.
that's
right
a
now?
fucking.
I gotta find a spot where fucking.
There's not Aztec teeth marks. Oh, he's doing it.
That's not that bad. It's pretty neutral. Albeit, I'm pretty drunk.
It's like black eyed peas.
Palatable.
The
Oh,
only
man.
thing that me and Ethan have in common is we tell people to eat pumpkins, I guess. And it works.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll do
man.
just about
Apparently.
anything.
That is
Are
a
you
wonderful
done with your
place
party
to end this
2 hour
episode.
long episode?
Wonderful place to end this episode. I gotta fucking go. But
Woo!
man, Ethan, do you want to do an outro of some sort?
Well, that was Jake and other Fart Boy, and yeah, where can people find you guys?
They know.
Fartmouth.com.
Why do you just assume that every single person who watches this knows who the guest is?
Half the people on our Discord
Fartmouth.com.
server are in there.
Yeah, you just said half though.
Fartmouth.com.